and talk about this new study that shows that the world's biggest rainforest, the Amazon, has lost an area the size of Germany and France combined to deforestation in 4 decades. Let's show you this image. It's a map showing the scale of the Brazilian rainforest in 1985. The dark green section is the Amazon. Now, look at this. The same country in 2023, and you can see how much of the forest has disappeared. Let's speak to Professor Michael Sweet, head of the Nature-Based Solutions Research Centre at the University of Derby. Very good to have you with us, Michael. I think it almost needs repeating, doesn't it? The Amazon has lost an area the size of Germany and France combined in 4 decades. Just take us through what's happening to one of the world's most precious resources.
Yeah, so that's 12.5% of the Amazon's cover. Previously, people have been talking about deforestation of around 17%, so it's not unsurprising, this value, but it's the first time that it's been catalogued in such a reliable method. So that's 1/5 of the entire Amazon, which is now gone. But it gets even worse than that because, unfortunately, the more and more hectares are at threat. So it's thought to be about 38% of the forests as well, on top of that, are actually in a degraded state.
And Michael, this is the fault of humankind?
Yeah, so sadly it's mostly deforestation. It's associated with agriculture for the most part, but then it's also entwined and linked with aspects of climate change, which again are anthropogenically driven, so human derived climate change. And that's causing the forests to dry out a lot more, so they're witnessing less rain. And so the Amazon, on top of losing the trees, the important tree aspect, and obviously the biodiversity which goes with that, the rivers are starting to dry out as well. And obviously the Amazon is famous for its river, as well as being the lungs of our planet, as the trees are concerned. And we're now starting to see devastating effects with this recently 120 of the endangered river dolphins being found dead as the river subsides.
Professor Michael Sweet, thank you very much for joining us.